in the top 5, your very existence is a cauldron of pressure. And that is ratcheted up when you go on the road. And this highly ranked squad has found itself coming into a snake pit in this one. Welcome, everyone, to Annapolis, Maryland, home of the Navy Midshipmen. As we'll see the number 5 team in the country, the Notre Dame Fighting Irish, taking on a squad hoping to prevent another L this week, the Navy Midshipmen. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. Notre Dame lining up to kick off and get this one started. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. The midshipman offense is on the field to start this game. And the adrenaline is pumping on overdrive in games like this, guy. Crucial to get your emotions under control.
No doubt. In rivalry games, you've got to limit the mental errors and you've got to limit the penalties because those will kill you, Paul.
And you got to come out under control. It means so much. We know that. The fans are all talking about it, but it's just football.
They'll send the back in motion. They'll run the option. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
Scanning the field, it's Hawkins. Quickly complete. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there.
Really nice job by the defense, keeping everything in front of you in that situation and rallying to the football, and now you're rewarded with 3rd and long. So we'll see on this next play if they do the same thing here or if they sell out and bring the blitz.
The midshipmen looking for a chunk play on 3rd and long. The snap sets up the throw. Caught in the backfield, it's Avan. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down. Navy will have to punt it away. First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon. Not going to risk a return here. Calls for the fair catch and makes it just around the 30-yard line. So the Notre Dame Fighting Irish offense comes out first time they've had the ball today. And the heart of this team clearly rests on the offensive line. A group of ballers, David, who take pride in what they do.
Man, I think if you're a coach, you take pride. Like, it starts up front. Like, you win and lose games with physicality, and they lean on all the big fellas up front, the hog mollies, the big uglies, the most unselfish players on the field.
It's old school, man. We're in an era of...
Turning it on! Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with the first down. They moved the chains on the ground last time. Let's see if they try to hit him up top. Coming out on first down with the play fake. Unloads to the right. Got his man downfield. He'll work his way down to the 28.
Nice play there. And I know when you think Notre Dame football, you're thinking about running the football and all those NFL offensive linemen they have. But when you've got playmakers like him on the perimeter, you've got to be able to take advantage of him. This guy has the chance to play on Sundays. He's too good.
Under pressure, and down he goes at the 33. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. So now on 2nd and long, you start to think just don't fall out of field goal range. Looking to throw, it's Carr. Fires to the middle. Finds a tight end down the gut. And tackled there by the defense. The full force, the full-throated roar of the brigade helping this Navy defense. They'll try to run for it. That'll be enough to give them a 1st and goal from the 10.
This offense knew coming into this one, guys, how important it was to start early. And on this opening drive for them, they're doing a nice job running the football there on 3rd down. They're in a position on the field now. If you're on defense, you got to be ready for a shot throw into the end zone.
Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the 1st down without getting it into the end zone. They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Quarterback feeling the pressure, and down he goes at the 22.
And I'm really impressed with the start by this defense, like getting to the quarterback early and often. First drive, already had 2 sacks. That's a good sign for this defense.
On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. Got his man on the right. He won't get there. It'll bring up 4th down. And they're going to head out to line up for a field goal. He'll boot one from the right hash. He ought to be able to navigate that angle from this distance. That is no good. And guys, after the miss, no change in the score.
And that's frustrating. I mean, you put a drive together, you're in scoring zone. Like, this is a green zone. You should be making all of these kicks, these short field goals, the chip shots. Kickers have to come through. They got to do their job.
That's a really nice play. It's impressive. Once 1st down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Give to the running back. That'll be good enough for a 1st down. They'll mark it at the 30.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
The give to the fullback. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. You guys have both played in rivalry games, so what did you do to keep yourself locked in during that week of preparation, David?
Well, you try to keep your emotions in check, but it's really, really hard to do because a lot of times the hatred is so strong. The emotions are so real. The coaches get super tight, and they start talking about things, Jesse, so you don't just treat it as another game.
No, it's hard to handle the anxiety leading up to those games, not just because of what it means to your season, but because of what the fans are saying, what your coaches are saying, what your family and friends are saying, understanding how important those rivalries are.
Navy needs to come up with a big play on 3rd and long. Dropping back, it's Hawkins. A safe call on the wide receiver screen. They make the stop just across the 30 at the 31. It's 4th down. And here comes the punt team. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Everybody stays in their lanes well enough, and they stop him at the 31-yard line. Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. A bit frustrating to miss that short field goal the last time they had it, but this time around, see if they can redeem themselves. Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. Got enough for the 1st, and he's still going. Finds some room at the 20. And he slipped through the crowd, and he'll house it. Touchdown, Notre Dame!
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
Coming out with it, it's Leonard. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. And the midshipman offense making its way back onto the field. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. Toss sweep to the right. Knocked down way behind the line of scrimmage. It's going to be a loss of 7.
And I understand what the offense is trying to do. Use the wide side of the field, right? Use all that space, pitch on the outside, get on the edge. But the defense was too disciplined. Great job setting the edge, not letting them get outside, making the big tackle.
They'll go to the ground. Burrows his way for a couple. He's out to the 8.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
The play-action fake. Under fire. He just kept going backwards. You have to step up, and they get him for a safety. After giving up the safety, they'll have to kick it away.
You could tell the defense smelled it. They knew exactly where they were on the field, put the pressure on him, got him down in the end zone. Safety, baby.
Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. They'll start this drive from the 42. Motion from the back. Off the play fake on first down. He's going to fire deep. And it falls incomplete, and the offense is lucky to have it. Defender right there almost had it in his grasp.
Really nice job by the defender knocking that one away in man coverage. And he knew coming into this one that he was going to get attacked and they were going to throw his way. So he's showing you right now. He is dialed in, locked in. Really nice job on that coverage.
Give to the back. Maybe a 3-yard pickup there. 3rd and long coming up. Trying to pick up a first down. Dropping back, it's Carr. Rush is on him. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and 4th down's coming. Notre Dame lining up to punt it away. Hauls it in, looking for space. They'll get him down at the 21-yard line. The coverage. To stop him right there. They'd love to put a long drive together here as they start from their own 21. Looking for a crease. It's a mile. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Back to pass. Here comes the heat. And the quarterback caught up two and sacked at the 12.
Man, this offense has been bad. How about the first play? Nowhere to go, nowhere to run, tackle for a loss. Second play, you get your quarterback sacked. And the third play, now we're sitting in 3rd and long, right where this defense wants to get us.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. And they can't make the connection.
3rd and long situations are really hard to convert. The defense knows it's going to be passed. The pass rushers are getting upfield. You're under pressure. You don't have timing. And as a result now, 4th down.
They'll wrap him up and bring him down, and that's how we'll wrap up the first quarter. We've come to the end of the period, and Notre Dame has the lead. We've played one. Before we move on, let's have a look at the stats. So after the break, they'll go back to work. They're going to run it to the right. This time he doesn't get loose, and finally the defense gets him bottled up behind the line.
And man, how many times are we going to call his name today? He has been so much fun to watch. Got a couple of sacks. Add another tackle for a loss here. He has been all over the field, and he has made some serious plays for this defense.
Oh, he's got some space. Corralled and forced out of bounds. Mark it right at the 16-yard line, and man, are they in business.
And they executed that running back screen to perfection. Quarterback held on to it. He let the rush get to him. Offensive lineman got out in position, and the running back sold it too. Once he had the ball in his hands, he just had blockers and green field out in front of him. They pick up an explosive play on a running back screen.
Guys, let's talk for a minute about Notre Dame. Top 5 up to this point is really good. It's staying there. As we get closer to the playoff, that becomes a huge challenge.
They just need to focus on winning right now. They're in position as a top 5 team to reach the college football playoff, but you've got to keep winning, and that's got to be the mindset. And coming into today.
And the catch and run into the end zone. Touchdown, Irish. They've extended the lead and taken control here in Week 9.
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
On the move from inside his 5. And the return man is stopped, and that'll leave it up to the offense on the next drive. And here comes the Navy offense. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, hoping for better fortune this time around. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Caught in the backfield. It's Avan. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. You know, sometimes even a short game like that can be used to set up something bigger later on.
No doubt, Reese, they can pump that and take a shot down the field. And don't worry, they're going to go back to that same play because they know this guy with the ball in his hands is dangerous. He makes one guy miss, he can take it to the house.
Gets the back moving. To the air, it's Hawkins. Unloads to the wideout. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. 3rd down coming.
I think for the quarterback, he's going to have to be so good with his eyes in this game. You're going up against one of the best defenses in the country. You've got to look guys off, especially when you're trying to throw to your primary target like he was on that last one.
The midshipman looking for a chunk play on 3rd and long. Throwing right with the catch. It's Harris. Nice job to get him past the sticks, and they get him down at the 35.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown, but that was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on 3rd down. Awesome job by the quarterback getting through his progression.
Just sort of a relentless run, getting everything that was available to him, and they'll mark him down at the 40. And now on 2nd down for this offense. The give to the back. And And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Boy, there wasn't much room to wiggle for that running back there.
None at all. Great job by the defense getting in the backfield quickly, closing up all the holes, nowhere to run.
They've got it at the 41, 3rd and short, trying to keep the chains moving. From the gun, wants to pass. Lets it fly. Complete to the right. Oh, what a big play for this offense as they get it to the 33-yard line.
Man, this offense is so dangerous, Reese. They've got dudes all over the field that can make plays. There's a big gainer in the pass game.
You get a chunk of yards like that, now the defense is really on its heels. They'll give it to the back. Shakes off the defender. He had all kinds of company as soon as he got it. He had to fight his way back just to get to the line of scrimmage.
That's a really good stop by the defense, Jesse. They need a few more. You've given up a bunch of yards on this drive and a bunch of plays, but all that matters is keeping them off the scoreboard.
Yeah, it's that bend, don't break mentality you're seeing right now, and this is the point where this defense has just got to lock in.
Sends it back in motion. Finding open areas. And he gets it just beyond the line of scrimmage before he gets down.
Quarterbacks generally, guys, we know, they're not as big and not as physical runners as running backs, so it is going to be trickier for them to break tackles. I like the idea of getting the design quarterback run game going, but moving forward, let's see if we can get him out to the perimeter.
They'll go to the fullback. They'll make the stop about 3 yards short of the first down. It's 4th down, and they'll try the field goal. He'll try to put up the 3 ball from 43 yards away. And it's right down the boulevard. That'll cut the lead to 13. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Fellas, rivalry game in the SEC. Of course, that's almost redundant in that league. But check this out. Florida dominated almost from wire to wire. And a game like this makes you harken back to those Chris Lee, Tim Tebow, Brandon Spikes teams that won it all in 2006 and again in 2008. Going to be very interesting to see what the fallout from this one is, because as we know, you can't lose games in the SEC like this without some blowback.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there. Kevin, thanks for the update. After that last incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from their own 20. Handoff from the gun. Running hard and getting 6 yards out to the 26. He's got 98 yards rushing, and that should be no surprise. He's been among the nation's elite all season. A huge third down here in the brigade from the Naval Academy, letting this offense hear it. They'll try the run. Breaks the tackle. Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short. This offense is completely confident in their ability to get 1 yard. They'll go for it on 4th down. They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on downs. Navy will go back on the attack. The coach wants the officials to have another look at the monitor. Using a timeout here, thinks the call is going to end up going his way. And how about the keen eyes and sharp awareness from the coach to challenge that call, and the officials agree it'll go his way. Back to pass, it's Carr. Punts it out of the air. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line. The offense set for a first down play. Looking downfield on first down. Pulls it in. It's Coleman. Still running at the 40. And he gets a big chunk of yardage to the 34-yard line.
This offense is clicking, and clearly everything is working. The offensive coordinator's calling good plays. The quarterback and his unit is executing. And this defense right now...
There he goes. Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks with the first down.
And how about that for efficiency if you're on this offense right now? 3 plays, 3 first downs. They get that one running the football, great vision and open field running ability. Everything they're doing right now is working. This play caller is in a rhythm.
That one takes it down to the 13-yard line.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
He'll pull it on the read. He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in. On 1st and goal, Notre Dame will try to get it in the end zone. Down to 2 minutes before the half, and they'll take the timeout and see if they can add a little more before the break. So close to cashing it in for this offense. Wide receiver going in motion. They'll keep it on the ground for 1st and goal. He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. They keep pushing forward, now back to work on 2nd and goal from the 6. The run up the middle, trying to power to the goal line. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Fighting Irish.
And the offense continues to run the football. The 2nd rushing touchdown from the running back. The offensive line paving holes. Continue to feed this man the ball.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. And the midshipman offense making its way back onto the field. Boy, they've been caught in a buzzsaw here in the first half, but maybe a chance to carry some momentum into the break here.
It all comes down to this drive right here, Reese. Obviously, this offense hasn't had everything go right for them in the first half, but here's an opportunity, David, to execute some plays, put some throws together, and generate some points.
And you're right, Jesse, and this offense needs to start now. Like, we got to get some points on the board, create some momentum, and continue it, because you've dug yourself a significant hole.
Rides the back on the option, the give. All down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the 1st down. They moved the chains on the ground last time. Let's see if they try to hit him up top. Back to throw, it's Hawkins. Bringing the heat. Just too much heat that time, and they knock him down at the 31. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. These guys are bringing serious heat. They are like sharks swarming and just getting after the passer. Leaves it with the back. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. The midshipmen trying to sail way forward on 3rd and half a mile. They'll send the back in motion. On 3rd and long, he'll have to turn it loose deep. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49. Navy quick to the line. Looking to throw on 1st down. Fires to the wideout. Just a hair too much on it from this big-armed sophomore quarterback.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half.
Always a welcome play for the defense as they get a sack at the 47. Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. And swatted down by the defense to stop the scoring opportunity. Navy will have to punt it away. That thing was down for a while, but the big bounce carried it into the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. Here come the Irish, back on offense. They've got some time to work with here, Jesse, and if they get a first down, they might really get aggressive.
I'd be aggressive right out of the gate. I'd be throwing for a first down. If I get it, then it's pedal to the metal. I'm in that 2-minute mode to try to score a touchdown or get a field.
But I do think this is a situation where you also have to understand that I have the lead going into the half. I've got the momentum, so don't do anything stupid here.
Caught over the middle. It's Flanagan. He steps out of bounds, but he's got a first down on the play.
Well, they pick up the first against zone coverage. The biggest key there is the quarterback understanding that A, it's zone, but B, what kind of zone is it? Is it one high safety? Is it two high safeties? And then you know instinctively where your best throw, where your highest percentage completion is based on what type of zone coverage it's going to be.
Notre Dame coming to the line with another first down. Back to pass, it's Carr. Throws to the wideout. Got it in the middle, it's Coleman. Gets it all the way inside the 20-yard line to the 19 before being hauled down.
Man, this quarterback is having a first half. He's over 200 yards already, heating up, setting up. Dude, this dude might break his career high in passing. I don't know what it is. Somebody get stats for me.
He just treated that thing like a hot potato, and they're going to call him for grounding.
Intentional grounding.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Man, great energy in that building. There always is when these two get together. And a fun first half between these rivals.
We're just about ready to start the second half. He'll start the return inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. They start this third quarter with the lead, but they might want to think about shoring up that protection.
Yeah, the good news is you're leading on the scoreboard. The bad news is your quarterback doesn't feel like it because you can't protect him. So, David, adjustments in pass protection, that has to be something they were talking about here at halftime.
100%. Just you can't get him hit that much. He's still doing a good job delivering the football, but if you keep hitting the quarterback enough, man, they'll start to see ghosts, they'll panic, and they'll make some of those mistakes.
Finds his man. It's Coleman. And he's to the 48-yard line. That'll be good enough for a first down.
One of the things I love about the passing game we've seen on offense so far here is just how good the decisions have been by the quarterback. He's not being too greedy. When the shot plays have been there, he's taken them, and they've scored points because of...
Breaks into the open. Get the touchdown, get the first down, or just get down. And the quarterback does.
And that is why this guy is a true dual-threat quarterback. You've seen him all game, hurting them with his arm, already over 200 yards passing. And how about his running ability now? And flashing that on the option play. There's a variety of ways he can take the game over, and the defense is figuring that out fast. This is going to be a big key for him, David, with the lead here in the second half, running the football, right? Staying on the field and bleeding the clock.
Yeah, run the football. You're ahead. You can be a little bit more conservative. But again, this opens up the pass. This keeps everything in balance for this offense.
And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in. They're dealing with a second and long. From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back. And he won't quite get there, but boy, after that pickup, just a few inches to go for the first, an array of possibilities here. The Irish needing just inches for the first down. On third and short, they'll go to the power running game. Got enough space. Touchdown, Notre Dame! And the stomping has commenced. Now they have extended this lead, guys, starting to put the hammer, but sometimes a rivalry game can give you a little of extra fight back.
And there can be no panic at this point now. You've worked too hard this offseason, David. They've had this game circled for so long. You've got to play your best football right now and fight back.
And you just need something good to happen on this next possession. You got to get the crowd back into this football game. Big rivalry, get some emotion, get some momentum on your side.
And the returner will be knocked down. here comes the Navy offense. Defense better dig in for the run. Heavy formation is there. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Nice job, defense. You always hear people talk about tackling the catch. You saw it right there. There was nowhere for that receiver to go once he had possession. As a result, no gain.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. He'll ride his man on the option. Punches ahead. They'll give him a yard to the 13.
This offense is perfectly fine with a little gain because they're going to make you tackle this all game long. They're going to make you think all game long. So they'll keep running it ad nauseum and just wait for that one opportunity when you don't do your assignment.
Now the play fake. Here's a heat. And he will be sacked at the 6-yard line.
And it's been a long day. I mean, there's not much to point out that this offense has done well. They're behind huge, and they got no shot if they can't somehow find a way to protect their quarterback.
He'll return it from around the 50. And the returner is stopped. Here come the Irish back on offense. How about that blocking up front in that running game last time as they just walked it down for a touchdown, David?
And the big boys up front doing their job. Opening holes, the backs making plays. Everything on the ground on that first drive worked.
And we know that this is the identity this coaching staff wants for this team, right? They want to be the most physical team on the field. Let's see if they can keep it up.
Just outside the red zone, 1st and 10 from the 21. Tight end now in motion. Looking downfield, it's Carr. Unleashes one deep. Throw into the end zone, it's picked off.
And that's the advantage right there of having your dime personnel on the field. You got an extra DB. You got an extra guy out there who's really good at covering. So for quarterbacks, you've got to be so good and precise with these passes because they've got speed in the back end. They're able to come away with the pick.
They keep feeding him in this running game, and the defense is having none of it. It's been that way all day. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. On the option. He'll toss it. Tripped up at the 25 after picking up 4.
Playing the option, man, consistently playing responsibility football. Nice job by the defense being where they're supposed to be. This option will just keep giving it to you over and over and over again, and you got to pass those tests.
On the ground, it's Clark. Tough sledding in there. Picks up a couple, but still needs 2 more on 4th down. Navy will have to punt it away. They're up to a half-dozen kicks today. He'll be content with the field position, making the fair catch right around the 30-yard line. Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. That last drive ended with an interception, and this time it's paramount they take care of the ball. Picked off. They turn over in their own end. And he'll be marked down, but what a... come up with that interception.
Well, the good news is after that second pick of the 3rd quarter now for this guy, they're still winning the game, but they are living dangerously right now. And they can't expect to hold on to that if this guy keeps making bad decisions.
And the defense makes a play, and they get the quarterback down at the 26.
This quarterback is thinking to himself, I need to get an NIL deal at some restaurant so I can take my offensive line out and feed them more because I don't think they like me very much right now. I've been sacked 6 times in this game. It's time to get that new NIL deal paycheck.
And he finally missed one, right? I mean, he's been pretty hot, right? 5 passes in a row. He's been moving the ball around, different platforms, different receivers, just done a really good job spreading the ball around, and he's human. He finally missed.
And guys, they really need to take advantage of this field position on 3rd and long. Back to throw, it's Hawkins. He'll take a shot. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. And here comes the field goal unit. He'll try to put up the 3 ball from 43 yards away. And this one splits the uprights. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Interesting to see the ripple effects after this one in the SEC today, fellas. Georgia was like a 65-man mute button. They went on the road and silenced one of the most vocal crowds in football. And it's clear this Dogs team has adopted the mantra, let your play do the talking. Sure happened today. Always interesting to see good SEC teams collide, and today was no different. The agony and ecstasy of college football, fellas.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. It'll be 1st and 10 from the 30. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Got it in the middle. It's Gilbert. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about.
Hold on.
A solid gain on that one, and it goes for naught as the penalty will back them up. First thing you want to do if you're in a hole is stop digging. It's 1st and 20. Here's the snap, itching to fire downfield. Got him downfield. They finally get to him, but what a play there to pick up the 1st down. This offense is like running a perfection drill in practice against air. Chunk play after chunk play, and here they come again. The give to the tailback. And he didn't have a whole lot of operating room after the juke, and he stopped for a short gain.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Looking for a man. It's Carr. He's going for a big play downfield. Finds a spot in the middle. He's there to make the stop, but not before he sets up this offense 1st and goal from the 7.
Man, we knew coming into this game just how explosive this offense could be, and a big part of that is their ability to throw the football. They've scored a ton of points, and it's because they can generate plays like that. When this quarterback sees the one-on-one matchup he wants, he is not afraid to pull the trigger, and he hits a big throw there.
This is the area of the field defensively. It really doesn't matter what they've done to get here. You got to blow up, try to force the field goal. Nice job on 1st.
Tight end trying to get in. Touchdown, Irish! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
Yeah, these guys are just on the same page. They rep this play in practice over and over and over for Exact type of situation. QB, there was no question where he was going with that football in that play.
Fielded in the end zone. It's Leonard. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. And Navy will go back on the attack. Guys, that last trip, a little disappointing having to take the 3.
Yeah, and I think, Jesse, you see so many offenses talk about getting yards and the tempo and all the stuff they do. It was a nice job moving the football, but they got to get in the end zone this time.
Yeah, and I think to do that, they just got to be more physical at the point of attack, get some push up front. They need to be the best running team in this game to win.
Let's see what they've got on second down. Guys, we've come to the end of the quarter, and Notre Dame has the lead. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. They had a chance to mull things over, and let's see how they start the final period here on second down. To the ground with the back. Past the sticks, and he may get more. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down.
Love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Pressure coming. He's going to run it. Crosses the 35. They finally corral him, but he turns that into a big gain and a first down.
He can throw it. He can buy time. He can run it. What can't he do? This guy's so talented. When he does stuff like this, there's no way to stop it. There's no way to coach a defense up against us. He's just really fast, and I can't catch him.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. To the air, it's Woodson. They go to the wide receiver screen. Turning it on! They finally make the stop, and it's been this way this guy's whole career as a senior makes a play after the grab. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Looking for a gap. It's Leonard. Going to be a gain of about 3 down to the 21.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying.
Got some room headed to the goal line. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, midshipman. Once the game reaches this point, you start thinking ahead and how you can find something positive to take into the next game.
Dang right. Keep the offense rolling. Try to find some plays that I can use throughout this season that I can have some more success, or I guess have success. I haven't had a lot of success today, but I'm looking for the future.
And he takes this from inside the 5. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. Here come the Irish back on offense. They'll run it from the gun. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Wants to go up top. That's caught. It's Gilbert. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. He leaves it with the back. They can rely on this guy to pick up solid yardage when they need it, and he's out to the 43. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Irish come to the line facing 2nd and short. Back to throw, it's Bowling. Got his man out of the backfield. Across the 45. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down.
And that's why this guy is such a weapon in this offense, because you don't have to throw it far downfield. Just get the ball in his hands. He catches it close to the line of scrimmage, but look what he was able to do after the catch. He gets an explosive play for this offense.
From the gun, running back on the move. They're trying to send a message with this running game. He stopped after a pickup of 4 to the 33.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. Fourth quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing...
Oh, he's got some space. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down.
Fresh legs, man, and it is showing. Of course, this team had the bye last week, and you're seeing it right now late in the game. Football imposing their will against the defense that looks tired. Of course, they had to play last week, and you're seeing that right now.
Notre Dame ready to go with another first down. Use the play fake, now to throw. Knew where he wanted to go with it, but couldn't find his target. It's incomplete.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on first down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have that chance to be complete.
The terrain gets rough this deep in the red zone. Third down, they can't pick up the first without scoring. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
Everything going the offense's way. They're trying to ice this game late. They've got a really nice lead, so you just want to run the ball, high percentage throws, and keep the chains moving, and they're doing that. This has been a...
Big guy tries to barrel in, and he motors into the end zone. Touchdown, Fighting Irish. That one pushes this lead out a little bit more here in the fourth, and now they can smell 8 straight wins.
And this always is the debate of where you fall. It's your job to stop me, or I should get conserved, because this offense obviously has had themselves a day, and apparently their day's not over. They're going to continue to keep scoring, and the defense better do something about it.
And the midshipman offense making its way back onto the field. They took advantage of outstanding field position the last time they had it, and now they'll have a little more work to do to get on the board. Nudges ahead for 1 out to the 16.
And that run really didn't go anywhere, and a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Yeah, and this offense has to find a way to run the football. They got to get more creative, but whatever that looks like for this offense, something to jumpstart them, because nothing really going on the ground.
Yeah, defensively, though, you got to give them credit, too, because they knew that physically they were going to try to be challenged up front. That was a big MO for this offense coming into it, but the defense, they've risen to the occasion. Their front 7 has dominated this entire game.
Navy will have to punt it away. Solid punt, headed toward the sideline, trying to make it tough to return. And the punt goes out of bounds. We'll check the spot. Think they'll have it right around the 40-yard line. Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute that.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
Notre Dame trying to keep this drive moving on 2nd and short. Looking to throw, it's Boley. Grab near the marker, it's Williams. They make the tackle at the 36, but they're in plus territory now with the 15-yard pickup. They'll snap it from the 36. They've got a first down. Touch pass on the jet sweep. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. Clock stops. We have reached the 2-minute timeout, and this offense just a couple of minutes away from putting one in the win column. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. On the ground trying to pull the plug on this clock. Got the first down and more. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. Ball marked at the 26. It's 1st and 10. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Coleman.
The pass on first down. Caught.
The Irish relying on the running game to give them this fresh set of downs.
For the offense.
They'll run it in the red zone. It's Williams. They get him on the ground at the 3-yard line, but this defense is taking some punches.
Yeah, and that's exactly what you want to do. Late in the ball game with the lead, establish the run, establish the physicality. And you know what helps? That clock up there, it continues to tick. So let's see if they choose to keep the ball on the ground and stay conservative and run that clock.
You know what's great about